I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Everyone loves Treviso. Doesn't mean you get to conquer it.
That explains why the streets crawl with undeserving cattle. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength.
But all they ask in return is everything.
I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers.
They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city!
So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to blight? Finish them off. We need to go after the Butcher. Wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso? That's what's happening?
He's given it to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
So they don't know. Or it's easier to play along.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I wait among the drowned. Deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
I see. My Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver. And fighting his own Antom.
That thing cannot answer questions.
We have to hope he's still in there.
They're close.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Ask me, fight me, win this city!
Watch your back!
This is the power the gods give!
Butcher, where's the ritual?
So beautiful, but not like Treviso. I know ritual. You said sure.
There's nothing left of him.
Now's your chance.
I see Tearstone Island. Ritual, Tearstone Island.
Time to end this.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site, Tearstone Island.
The butcher kept his word.
If I could have killed him without giving him what he wanted, I would have. At least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
The Butcher did warn us about a traitor. Didn't get a chance to name them, though. Thanks for confirming that for us, Eventually.
Given how much that man talked, I'm shocked he actually kept his mouth shut.
You sold Treviso out to the Antom.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Antom to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antivan city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
You can't make bargains with evil, Eventually. It never holds up its side of the deal. And now the Antom are working with the gods. You didn't prevent a slaughter. You just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the Butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antom. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antom fell in line?
Eventually is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
The lectures, the insults. Eventually made sure all we saw was a hopped-up bureaucrat who was jealous that Treviso loves the crows. If someone told me Eventually was in charge of the Antam, I wouldn't have believed it. And yet...
Yes, but you have forced them into the open.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Eventually all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Eventually will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
Eventually keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
When Eventually left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
We'll stop Eventually.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Eventually confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgernon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Eventually.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help against the governor again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
Rook, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with the Wardens, see how their Griffin training is coming along. How about a trip to the Anderfells?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about my brother.
Yeah. Sometimes I see stuff that reminds me of my mother.
What do you do? When it hits you, I mean.
I don't know. I ask someone how they're doing. Then I'm thinking about them and not me.
Oh.
Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full.
Interesting.
A spare moment with you is an added benefit.
Well, I can't say no to that.
When you're ready.
Venatori had the narrow road. Now they think twice before walking that way.
And your neighbors? What's the price of that protection?
You think I'd charge our dear friends? The people who spread rumors about how Threads made Aelia disappear.
Rebuilding the Thread's reputation for free?
For the few of us left. Now the Venatori who thought he found a legitimate charm supplier, he gets counterfeit goods. Triple cost.
Can't argue about your target, but it's a dangerous scam. Be careful.
Is that genuine concern? You're fun. Anyway, Nev, I'm out of news. But the threads are yours. You need something? Say the word.
Thanks, Alec. Remember, if you cross our neighbors...
You can drown me in the Nosen Sea. Rook, it's been a pleasure. You've got a good setup here. Enjoy life in the Fade.
Life in the Fade? We've been at the lighthouse a while now.
We have. But it still feels strange, like we're stuck in a dream.
So it's not just me. You know, this is my only address now. I still had an apartment back home. Rent paid up and everything. It got torched. In the dragon attack.
Nev.
Everything I have is here in this room. One false step from drifting into the Fade.
If I said you have a home with us, would you make fun of me?
Maybe. But thanks. I never expect things to go to plan, but I usually have one anyway. Or 7. And a half-dozen backup plans, just in case.
And now?
Everything's changed. I've changed. If I survive the job, I'll be starting over, in a way. Maybe that should scare me. But I think I need it. I usually hate unanswered questions, but this one, I'll let myself figure out once I get there.
Antoine, how's the training going?
Bien. One moment. Darkspawn have been spotted. The villagers are in trouble. Rally to your positions. Go! Go!
Save the hassle and go straight to bribery. If it's edible, it'll do.
I did try food. They were more interested in eating my hand.
They won't stop there.
What's the matter, Antoine? A bird getting the best of you?
Yes, well, the problem is they aren't stupid. They can't see it's not real. They're clever.
And bored. So you mix it up.
Yes. Yes. But how?
Well...
Wait, what's happening?
Look! It's Darkspawn! Get it!
No, 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 no!
That did it.
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam, and the Venchi is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all.
So, you and Spite, how do you decide on things like where to walk or who gets to do what?
When I figure that out, I'll let you know.
You were gone yesterday.
Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So are you two okay now? Since you gave Ilario another chance, I mean?
That wasn't our deal. We said we'd save Katerina, and we did. Even I believe we did. So there's peace, for the moment at least.
How's your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of Dragonbone. She's pretending not to be upset by Ilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not. But they prefer me to Ilario or the Venatori. I suppose the crows have had worse first Talons.
It must feel good to just relax with a cup of coffee and not worry about everything.
I'm not sure Spite's enjoying it, but yes.
What is it?
What does that mean exactly?
He doesn't eat, but a promise is a promise. I don't know what I thought it would be like, getting out of the ossuary, getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
And with you. But here we are. Whatever this is, I'll take it.
It worked.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the comic master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some comic had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Eventually.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Evenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Evenchi planning to poison with the comic? Aside from the crows.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Evenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the comic will spread to the rest of the city as well.
We know about it, and we'll stop it.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different people.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Evenchi from releasing the comic.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Evenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
One more thing. Jacobus stormed off earlier, angry at Evenchi. We have not seen him in some time.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got wind of Evenchi's comic and suddenly worry they are not...
There's the garrison.
What What kind of weapon?
On to the garrison and the governor.
What were we talking about? What kind of weapons were the Veil Jumpers using? I've never seen that before.
Whatever they could find. We've recovered hundreds of artifacts.
We clear the garrison this time. Avengers got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
We follow the governor now. The butcher was waiting.
The Ontom aren't going to make this easy. Jacobus?
Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Eventually's got their comet past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Ontom...
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
Well done!
More Ontom. Avengers throwing everything. Okay, now for Avenchi.
I know you're there, Rook!
All of them. Something's wrong. Something in the air.
Wait, are these Ontom real?
I see the comic is working!
Took it down, please.
You're a fool to fight me! Why don't you die? Why don't you give up?
They're at range!
I dotted every I, weighed every measure. And you're not even one of them.
Rook fought you like a crow.
And Taya, Viago, Jacobus, they all took more responsibility as Trevisans than you did.
I lost so many people to the Antam. My family, my cousin. By right, his contract against the governor is mine. And I say Evenshi doesn't deserve to die. They deserve to live.
What?
On trial. Paraded in public. Everyone will know who hurt Treviso, and you'll suffer for every minute of it.
You can't do this. You can't let this brat decide what happens to me.
Yes, I can.
You can't put me on trial. I'm still governor of this city.
Not after the crows go to the merchants and the king about the comic.
The message about Treviso and the future of the crows has already been sent. Your contract is due, Evenshi. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
You are certain of this path?
I've never been more certain.
I know that look, and I approve.
And you're sure of this course?
You already asked him that.
Viago, dear, can't you see that I'm stalling?
Ah, you are waiting for Rook's interruption.
No. Her audience.
Am I that predictable?
You are reliable. I might say, essential.
Rook the Essential. I could get used to that.
You just put down one out-of-control ego. Let's not create another.
To the business of the day, then.
Jacobus, are you ready?
I'm ready, Fifth Talent.
What's going on?
We accept Jacobus's right to the contract on Ivenchi, and his decision to spare the governor.
It sent a stronger message than killing them. Their crimes will be aired, their reputation blackened.
And during these punishments, the former governor will live with the fear we may still one day end them. For his help, and proving he has sound judgment, Jacobus is becoming a full Antivan Crow.
I'm happy for you. You deserve it.
I just want the chance to follow Air's lessons and your example. I only got this because you went out to face Ivenchi, Rook. I couldn't have done it alone. I want to find others like me. Orphans, people with no more homes, under a new house name. Neri suggested Igrativi. It's old Trevisan, sort of a grateful life.
Jacobus Igrativi. It's a glorious mouthful of a name.
The Fifth Talon agrees.
As does the Seventh. Rook, all of Treviso is in your debt. For what you did out there, and for the future you have inspired.
You have powerful enemies. When you decide it's time to put them in their place, we'll be there. And Rook, you'd have made a damn fine crow. Remember that.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time. Getting past the Antam Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
We're facing immortals. We're fighting gods. Doesn't get any tougher than this. The harder it is, the more it's worth doing. That said, we can make it easier on ourselves.
So, what's the plan?
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Let's make sure there's too many distractions for them to spot us.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
What about the Inquisitor? I know he's busy fighting in the south, but this doesn't end until the gods are dead. He knows that.
Saving the world? Sounds like the Inquisitor.
Reach out to him. Morrigan, too. We could use their help. We're ready as we'll ever be. We need to make our move soon.
I agree.
Get some rest. And be ready.
it strange for you, Davrin? Being alive after Weishaupt?
I still don't know what to think.
Word among the crows is that few Grey Wardens have ever faced an archdemon and survived.
I could feel some kind of energy when my blade struck. I thought that was the end.
And now that it isn't?
I'll grow old with a griffin.
Events are weaving together quickly now, Rook. For good or ill, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. I received Harding's missive. Your plan is sound.
So the Inquisitor's in?
Indeed, although he requires a few days to set events in motion. Time is needed to allot his responsibilities to those who are capable of managing them. Once settled, he has pledged himself to your cause. The snake's head must be severed, else the body simply grows anew. And what of your other allies? Will they also be ready? There is no room left for doubt or hesitation.
Only one of us has a fragment of a god inside them, Mythal.
I carry only her memories, not her strength, nor her capacity for strategy.
Well, either way, our allies will be ready.
As they must be. There will not be another opportunity to foil the schemes of Elgar'nan and Gillenane. If we fail in this, they gain all that is needed to reshape the world in their twisted image. The evil put into place with the aid of their Arnhem servants at Tearstone will cover the entire world.
Look, the gods can't blight the world without their dagger. And they can't finish their dagger until the eclipse, which isn't for another... Elgar'nan.
While you gather your people, I will find the Inquisitor. And Rook, I wish you great luck.
Elgar'nan just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
But we were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
Lucanus is right. We have to go, now.
No time to scrape up an army, even if we had one.
You think we're enough?
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antam army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
But there's no one else I'd rather do this with. No one. So let's stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can. Lucanus, I should see how he's doing before we leave.
The fires are lit.
How are the knives coming?
Rook, this isn't going to work.
We're going to make it work.
They moved the moon. We're in over our heads. That's not magic you can fight with a blade. You're putting your life in our hands. My hands. All I know is death.
I know we'll get through this.
Optimism is your best and worst quality. If I have to kill every blighted creature in Thedas to keep you safe, I will.
You don't have to do everything alone.
I'm never alone anymore.
You know what I mean. I'll be here for you.
Don't make promises you might not keep.
Lucanus,
Don't. Whatever it takes, I won't miss this time. I'll meet you at the Eluvian.
Right. Business as usual. Everything's fine. Definitely not thinking about that all day. I should talk with Varric too. Get any last advice for killing a god.
I had no idea that Lusicon would be so, well, big. We gotta wait.
Hey, Rook. If you ever want to skip stones and pretend it clears your mind, you know where to find me.
Hey there, Rook.
Tosh is all right. I don't know what I'd do if I lost my ma.
You'll never guess what I discovered when putting my affairs in order for Lichdom. My first published work. A monograph on the vagaries of determining a body's time of death. Those illustrations. However did I believe I'd drawn the correct proportions?
Thanks again for talking with me.
Being non-binary feels...
Varric, I hope I'm not interrupting whatever you're doing.
Take a deep breath.
The gods changed all the rules. We're going in blind. The whole team is pretty sure we're gonna die. And they might be right.
Weird shit is happening. Of course the team's on edge. It's not a personal failing for you to be scared either.
I'm not.
You're in uncharted territory. It's not like anyone has experience fighting gods. Well, maybe Solus does, but you really don't want to get him talking about it.
Too late.
My point is, you're doing the best anyone could do in this situation.
I guess I have some thinking to do. About everything.
Go on. You know where to find me if you need me.
Well, let's not keep the gods waiting.